Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Cookie Clicker with Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to catch you up on our progress and kind of take a look at what we've done since the last episode before we dive into the second Ascendency and allocating our points for the second Ascendency. So this video today is going to be focused on when you should ascend for the second time in Cookie Clicker, and what you should spend your points on when you do that ascension. So first things first, let's catch you guys up on the progress. If you want to watch the last episode so you know where we're picking up or what happened last time, check out the playlist. It should be linked in the video here somewhere along the lines, so you can go back and check that out, or just subscribe to the channel and check out the playlist collection that I have over there and look for Cookie Clicker 2 and you'll find the videos you're looking for. Anyway guys, since last time, I built a bunch of buildings, we've gotten a ton of achievements, we've baked a ton of cookies, honestly. Like, if we take a look at our stats, this might be the best way to look at it. So, this ascension, almost 2 days of time has passed, and so these are real days, 2 days of real time has passed pretty much. And this is with semi-active playing for about one of the days, and then almost no play on the second day at all, just kind of logging in, logging out, that kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. We've clicked another 270 cookies, but we baked this ascension over 40 septillion cookies. That's right, septillion, so 7. The 7 multiplier on the cookies. So like, we're generating 32.06 quintillion cookies a second. This is 10,000 or 1,000. There's 1,000 quintillion in a sextillion, and there's 1,000 sextillion in a septillion. So it's 1,000 squared times more cookies per second. What we're making right now is how much we baked. So that's quite a bit considering we've only played for less than 2 days. Okay, with that being said, these cookie counts and stuff like that all come from golden cookie combos that I just have gotten lucky with. So I've gotten a lot of times 7 production modifier, the 2.5 minute bonus cookie first, and then with about a quarter of that boost left, I get a second golden cookie, and that is the 777 clicking frenzy cookie. And between those two, with the mouse macro running, it just generates obscene amounts of cookies. Like, normally, if I got one right now, I'd probably end up with like 10 to 20 septillion cookies over the course of the 2 bonuses. So that's pretty impressive. That allows me to buy a lot of different stuff. But we don't really need to buy anything else. We've made more than enough progress. Last time we were kind of targeting like 5,000 Ascendency points for our next one. Yeah, the reason why I adjusted this is because I basically hit that 5,000 the first golden cookie combo I got, which was within like 45 minutes of starting. So like, when I ended the episode last time, within 45 minutes after that, I got a 7 multiplier production on cookie per second and a 777 clicking frenzy bonus, and basically that got me the 5,000 whatchamacallits, the 5,000 ascendancy levels or whatever. So I figured, well, let's go ahead and keep on playing. I know that the second permanent upgrade slot is 20k, so I thought, well, maybe we'll go for like 25,000-30,000, and we're sitting almost at 33,600 legacy or prestige levels or heavenly chips, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same thing. So what that means for us when we ascend, we're going to get roughly 336 times more cookie per second production than where we're currently sitting. So I've done the math. It should be like 10 to 30 sextillion cookies is how much we'll be generating, as opposed to the 15 to 20 quintillion that we're doing right now if we build back the same buildings with the same upgrades. So that's pretty good. It means we'll get back to the same point really quick and everything like that. So enough meandering. We're kind of going with this golden cookie. I kind of want to let that run out. I just wanted to show off the achievements and stuff like that. So we have 174 out of the 518, or a third of the achievements. We have a kit multiplier of 10,500 roughly, and we're on lime milk. So yeah, should be pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this golden cookie run out and just see if we can afford to buy some other buildings afterwards. So like, the cursors is what I'm looking at the most. If I can afford to get 400 cursors plus the octillion fingers upgrade, that would be really awesome, honestly. I don't know how much it costs to go from 390 to 400 cursors, however, so we may not be able to hit that even if we, churn out like another septillion cookies. So I'm going to take a look. What we might do instead is just try to round out some extra achievements. That way we come back in the next Ascension, basically, with more bonuses on our side. Just because I think that's worth doing. With that being said, this golden cookie has about 30 seconds left, so we'll do that. Then we'll take a look at our buildings. We might have enough to buy 10 of something. If not, we're just going to sell some massive stacks of stuff and go from there. I kind of want to sell... I'll sell all the grandmas first because I know that should give me a few septillion, and I'm hoping it'll give me enough cookies plus what's in the bank to buy the 390 cursor so I can see how much it costs to go to the next tier. If it's too expensive, like 100 septillion, I know that we won't be able to generate that, and yeah. But let's see, if we sell all of our grandmas, that's a septillion. Okay, it's unlikely we'd be able to get those up anyway, so that's fine. This one we won't get up, this one we won't. That we won't. These two we probably won't be able to. No. This one we might. These two we probably won't. That and that. So let's go back to the buy menu. And if I go into the 10s, I still can't afford the cursors with all those cells, so we'll just sell the cursors as well. And let's see if we can maybe pull something off here. So I've got to go 2 levels on this one, and this one to get another upgrade. So let's see if we can do it with the farms. Not quite, so sell all those. See if we can maybe do it with the portals. Not quite. And we probably won't be able to do it with the prisms either, but we'll take a look. Not quite. So that's fine. Not a big deal. We'll just sell everything and ascend and dive into the Ascendency tree because that's probably what you're looking for. So we get another achievement ascending so long our cookie explodes. Cool. We're back in the tree. So what we're going to get first, persistent memory, worth the 500 for sure. We're going to get permanent upgrade slot 2. And this one we are going to put our highest tier kitten upgrade that we have, which should be kitten accountants. Mainly because 900 sextillion is a lot of cookies to generate right off the bat. So then we'll switch this one out from the quintillion up to our septillion fingers upgrade because it's better, obviously. From that, we've got golden switch. This could be good. We also could do lasting fortune is pretty good. But I believe what the meta play is to try to get season switcher. So we'll get season switcher. We can't afford any of these because they're 100k each, but that's fine. That's fine. We can trigger seasonal events now, so that's pretty good. Can't afford that yet, but we can get starter kitchen for 5,000, so that's pretty good. We can't quite afford that or that, but we might be able to buy these two. Yeah, we probably can buy these two. So 343 and 343 gets us to 35% and 8 hours of total production in between sessions. And then we can afford... So we got Abaddon and Virtues. We're going to buy Dominions for 2,400. And we're going to buy Satan for 2,401. And there's that. We can't quite afford the first Synergies upgrade. These get quite powerful. It unlocks a new tier of upgrades that affect 2 buildings at the same time. So basically what this is, if you have 15 of 2 random buildings, you'll unlock an upgrade that allows you to scale the production of both buildings or one of the buildings off of a 15 count of the other building, which is pretty good. Kitten Angels is pretty good. We can't quite afford that. More cookie per second per milk you have for 9,000. That's really good. We can't afford the next set of these, but we're basically at 16 hours of optimal production if we close out our browser with 45% of our total cookies per second. So that's pretty good. That'll definitely cover when, I like decide to sleep and stuff like that. So that's great. Between these two, I really prefer Lasting Fortune, I think, because I can't afford both of them. The next one is 4 7s, and this one's another 1,000. So basically, we just spent our 34,000 chips pretty quickly. The upgrades start getting progressively more expensive as you branch out. So yeah, just prepare. Like if you're waiting, if you think that you can wait a little bit longer and be able to unlock more stuff, that's true in the extent that I basically skipped an extra ascension. Like I could have ascended at maybe 7,000 and bought this, and this all at the same time, then waited another like 25,000 and bought this and all the twin gates of transcendent upgrades or branch upgrades. So like that's fine. Since I did it all in one chunk, it kind of lets us see how much the next range of stuff costs. So these two together are 32, plus 9 is 41, plus 55 is 90, plus 44 is 135, plus, 135, plus, what is that, 511, so 600. So basically, we should realistically wait to ascend until we have at least 1 million ascendancy points. I mean, we could ascend at, like, the next maybe 50,000, and we can get these 3 upgrades and these 2 upgrades, I guess, if we did that. Then we could go again at 55k and get this. Or maybe we just wait until we have like 3,000 or 4,000. I don't know. We'll play it by ear and see how long it takes us to churn out these levels with our new bonus. But let's go ahead and hit Reincarnate. That's what we were able to buy. So just to cover what we have unlocked after the second Ascendency, in case you want to like have it summarized for you. We added from the first time around Persistent Memory for 500, Permanent Upgrade Slot 2 for 20,000, Lasting Fortune for 777, Season Switcher for 1111, Starter Kitchen for 5,000, Virtues for 343, Abaddon for 343, Satan for 2401, Dominions for 2401. That's what we added in this Ascendancy. There you go, broken down nice and clean. Let's reincarnate. Yes, we're ready to start from scratch. We get some more achievement stuffs, and we're already churning out cookies because we start out with these buildings, right? So let's go ahead and buy the 10 cursors. We can buff those up pretty quickly. So this is like super easy mode. Basically, you can just sit in 10 stack mode. Buy the upgrades as you unlock them immediately, relatively quickly. Like, see, we're already at 73 million and we don't even have a bank yet. And then you basically just go up the list like that. I'm going to round this off to 50 total grandmas. There we go. We'll just build all these up until they can't grow anymore. Then we'll switch over to upgrades because we're basically at the max earning potential of the buildings we have so far. And we'll just keep clicking upgrades until we can't click them anymore. And there we go. We're already at 40.613 billion and we don't even have a wizard tower yet. How crazy is that? We'll go ahead and buy these. Why not? And then same thing. We're just going to go up the list. But yeah, this is basically what you do when you start over the Ascendancies. And now that this is the second time we've done it, our cookie per second production off of our prestige level alone is sufficient that we realistically don't even have to use our macro starting out. Like, we can go through and just spam click 10 stacks of buildings relatively quickly because we're instantly producing the cookies with our base production automatically to do that. So like, we're at 3.157 trillion cookies, and I don't even think, yeah, like, we don't even have a portal yet, which is crazy to think about because none of the buildings we're building right now, save maybe the cursors, no, none of these buildings are making 1 trillion a second. They're not even making 100 billion a second, which is pretty awesome that we're generating so much. But there we go, we unlocked portals instantly. What I mean by instantly is that we can instantly click it as a 10 stack. That's basically how I play once I get to this level, because it's not even worth buying like one building most of the time. And I know it's inefficient to sell that single building, but I don't care. I want the numbers to be on 10s because there's no excuse for them not to be. And I think there's chiefs for that. I guess I could have, like, let's go ahead and get our dragon going. So 16, 100 cursors, grandma's farms, mines, factories, banks, temples. Okay. There we go. We need 100 of those bad mamas. It's worth doing it at this point because the first 100 buildings are cheaper than the second 100. And if you are going from like 50 buildings to 150 buildings, it's more expensive than going from 0 to 100 buildings. So that's what my thought process is behind this. I hope that makes sense to you. If not, I apologize, but that's how I play typically with this. We're going to get our Grandma Research Center up next because that is definitely worth the investment so we can start getting the upgrades on production and stuff like that. Because they research stuff that does flat percentage production, which impacts everything that you have, and then they have stuff that impacts like grandma specifically, which is also pretty important. So let's go ahead and churn out a little bit with the macro for a second here. Just to unlock all the clicking upgrades like that, or the first few clicking upgrades like that. It's not all of them because you have to bake so many cookies by hand in the Ascension to unlock those upgrades or whatever, but that's fine. You'll get there relatively quickly. So we need 3.4 to build the 10 condensers. There we go. Then we need 42 to build the prisms. And I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to bank up enough to do the prisms next because that'll be a really large jump in production. Then we can fill in all the 10s above. But basically what I'm going to do, you know, I just wanted to show you kind of how I progress through after a new Ascension, just in case you were curious about that process. But basically what I'm going to do is in between this episode and the next, I'm going to bank up enough cookies that we hit maybe like 100 to 200,000 Ascension levels, and then we're going to cover the third Ascendency. That's what the plan is. Hopefully that works for you. If you guys want to have like progress update videos or videos where I show you, you know, what buildings I'm buying and when, let me know that down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to make some of those types of videos for you all, and add them into the mix. But guys, if you enjoyed the episode today, be sure to like the video and let me know in the comment section. And if you want to see more gaming content on a consistent basis, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and, you know, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I release new videos. Anyway, guys, this has been Lone Debater 7, and until next time, we will see ya.